Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this a brand new day filled with, welcome to the world. Anyway, though, for the Shelton, Washington weather plague rat and spider report for the weather, it was not raining when I went walkies last night. In fact, it was a sunny night. And it's not raining right now, but I don't know what the weather's like because it's dark. It's only 6:55 a.m. Thumbs up for that. Ugh. I'll come back to this in just a minute. Plague rat report, of course, people are not wearing their masks properly. We know this. The United States, we're at a brick wall straight up with the infections and all this, and people are just not taking it seriously. Yay. Spider report. There are some gangly leg spiders here and there, but the two spiders over there in the window and in the corner are still there and still as happy as they can be, I assume. So definitely a thumbs up. Now, when I come in through my door here in the morning time, I will walk through webs as I walk through the door. And so there are still spiders that travel around and just make webs at random here and there. So thumbs up for that. I think it's funny and cute now, so I'm weird. Thumbs up for that. And I used to be vastly, horribly arachnophobic, but my arachnophobia, like a lot of things, has just changed, and now I'm not. I still have a fear of creepy crawlies. You know, back in the day, our ancestors' time, those of your ancestors who did not have a fear of creepy crawlies got poisoned by being bitten and they died. So yeah, we have a fear of creepy crawlies and all that. So thumbs up. Yay. So weather, plague rat and spider report, thumbs up for that. Now as for this, I know I sound a little bit nasal. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure it's just a cold. Yay. But my sinuses hurt, my nose has been running, I got pain back, where your sinuses connect to the back of your throat. On the right hand side, that spot there, it's sore. My sinuses are sore and running. I'm hoping it's just a cold. I mean, my housemates have been taking care of kids downstairs, not for the past couple days, but they keep having family over and the neighbors over. I stay up here most of the time, but I can only hope that people are healthy. So hopefully it's just a cold. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, past that, aside from feeling awful, I slept not too bad last night. Woke up kind of early-ish, out of bed around 5. Life is life. My gut hurt, my shoulders hurt. This time my left-hand side hurt because I stayed so long on my left side. My legs still doing not too bad lately. Definitely a thumbs up. And it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish before I finally got into bed. But not, like I said, I slept pretty good. My feet didn't really try to cramp hard. I just had to pull them up for a little bit. And then when I woke up, they weren't really fighting to cramp. So, thumbs up on that. A good thing, because that's horrific when your legs cramp up. On the other hand, I have to walk downstairs to get to my bathroom, and that's where I wash my dentures off. That's where I go to the bathroom. All that fun stuff. My right ankle is just so sore, it was almost completely folding underneath of me. I have no ideas why. Because I didn't do anything aside from just go walking, and it didn't hurt before I woke up, and it didn't hurt before I stepped on it, and when I'm not using it, it doesn't hurt. So, yay. Past that, though. One thing I did want to say, I had a comment from a subscriber in the comments, which makes sense, where they said they don't watch my videos as often as they used to. Now, this is a person that's watched for years, so thank you very, very much. But they don't watch as often because they say my stuff is just too dark. And I'm sorry. I try not to be dark. I mean, Yes, I know I talk about things like, hey, we should bring back the movie series murdering half-naked young people violently and painfully. Yeah, I mean, I know I do that. And once again, real quick, I'm going to hopefully jump back into that. When I watched slasher flicks, I was a teenager. I was a teen in, the late 70s, early 80s when this stuff happened, and I loved that stuff. So when I was really into slasher flicks, buying the magazines about them and going, oh, over the special effects, I was that age, and I thought they were awesome. So it's not like, I'm an old person, let's just kill young people. It's like, no, this is kind of nostalgia for movies that I really enjoyed as a young person. I would have been not just the target audience, but a target. And I thought they were good. So, back to I try not to be too dark. I mean, I'm naturally dark, naturally negative and all that. I've been changing over the years, so I'm not as negative as I have been, but I have a pretty dark streak and all that. But I try to be light and fluffy, but it's for my mental health. And so I talk about all the stuff that affects me. And if I get too dark, my sincere apologies. I know sometimes I do. Like I say, I have a dark streak for my sense of humor and all. I still think someone being axe murdered as a punchline for a joke is funny. So, but that's, I'm sorry for anybody who watches and finds my stuff too dark. I try not to be, but I am who I am, and while I have changed, in fact, many times during my life, I have not liked a personality trait and made personality changes. So I have done it, and I can do it, but I'm pretty pleased with who I am under the constraints of what I have. Not my fibro, my ADD/ADHD, all this stuff, it's within the constraints of what made me what I am. I'm pretty pleased with who I am, and if I get too dark, my sincere apologies. As stated, I'm a lot more positive than I used to be, and I try not to be negative. I try to be humorously negative or positively negative instead of wallowing in the negativity, using negativity to be funny or to make a point, and then try not to wallow in it. So hopefully that works. I hope. And as well, I've talked about my cold, and now I hope it's just a cold. I have talked about the darkness stuff. I'm also going to talk about this one. I watch a whole bunch of YouTube channels. One of the channels that I watch, and I've talked about just this guy and his channel before, is the channel MXR Plays. And it's this young guy, Henry Liang, I can't remember exactly, but his last name isn't important. There's Henry, and then there's his girlfriend Jeannie, and they're like late 20s by this time, so they're not kids, but they're young people. But I like to watch the interplay between the two of them, though sometimes I get worried because I don't like it when people fight, and relationships always bother me, and sometimes the way that they do things is like, oh, I hope their relationship's okay. But most of the time I'm not worried. It's just sometimes, so I'm hoping they're just playing for the camera. But they were watching and reacting to a subreddit, which, they do on the MXR Plays. Yeah, they just react to stuff, and they were reacting to a subreddit called Noah Get the Boat. Noah Get the Boat is basically where people are examples of people being so horrific. The only real answer is, God, get the boat, not the boat, start the rain, just wipe us clean. We need to start fresh. And it's people that are just going, please, we need all to be murdered, because it's just horrible examples of humanity. Normally I can laugh. I am so glad that I wasn't doing the one that they were going through. I was almost crying. at various points through it, just because these people that were, the examples of humanity were so broken, so terrible. I would have been a wreck by the end of it. No laughter, just wordless, appalled, and crying. Holy smokes. It was just, there was nothing to really laugh at. It was all just walk away, sit in a dark corner, and then hope that all the bad stuff goes away. Holy smokes, it was dark. But I just thought I'd mention that because, hey, I talk about things. It's a good thing. A good thing. Now, one of the other things that happens, and I'm going to talk about this one too, I've mentioned how my kitty cat, she travels from place to place, and I can never tell where she's going to sleep. Sometimes she's in the window. She doesn't sleep in the window anymore. She was on a box over there. She doesn't sleep on the box anymore. Now she's over there in the corner or directly behind my chair. Repeatedly directly behind my chair. So that I can't see her. I back up to get up, and then she goes, "Ah!" because I heard her with the chair. And then she keeps doing it. So it's like I accidentally run over her and cause her pain. I don't run over her. I just back up and the wheels go thump into her body. Ow! Both my knuckles cracked on that one. I thump into her body, and then she, goes, "Rah!" and gets up and isn't happy. And hopefully I didn't hurt her too badly. But then after I'm done, she goes right back into that spot. So I'm trying, finally learned, I think, to stop running into her, at which point she's been sleeping over there or directly behind my chair. I don't know what she does. I keep trying to get her to come into my bedroom. Sometimes I'm pretty sure that I can hear her after I've turned off the light and it's dark. But I can't get her to come in, just like, Amelia, come on inside, Amelia. No, she'll stay right outside the door, but won't come in just to come in and see me. So, thumbs up on that. Still though, life is life. Past that, there's not really a whole lot happening in my life. Oh, but there is some stuff that it's potentially sad because of just, things change. Throughout the years, when I and my wife came down here to Shelton just to visit her sister and her family, because they lived here first, and before, she got really sick, we'd come down and visit. And there was a little gas station restaurant called Roosters, which was a Shell station, but you could go inside and buy stuff or food and then charge it to your Shell card. And it was just a restaurant off to the side. There were the gas stations out front. And then downtown, there was this little Chinese food place, Chinese-American food place that had been there since like the 50s. About 3-4 years ago, the Chinese food place shut down. And last night when I went walkies, I had been wondering about Roosters of late because it seemed dark. Well, there's a big fence around it, so it looks like they went out of business now. Probably. I don't know. It might be being repaired. It's a shell, but it might be being fully repurposed, and I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad to see things change. It's good because things need to change. Things don't change, and comfort is bad. Because when you get comfortable, comfort is stagnation, and stagnation is death. You have to constantly be working. You have to constantly be changing. You have to constantly be growing. If you are the same person that you were a year ago, you're not growing. You are not fulfilling your potential as a human being. You need to be growing. You need to be changing. You always need to be pushing at the envelope. Because if you're the same person you were 5 years ago, there's something wrong. You need to be changing. You need to be taking things in and altering yourself to the world. So, things change. It happens. Comfort is stagnation, and stagnation is death. So, Even my therapist says variations on that. It's like once you get comfortable, you stop. You always have to push because comfort stops you. Comfort makes it so you stop growing. You always have to push. Thumbs up on that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments to my community tab. Gonna go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Not reading the comments right now, just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. You took the time, you expended the calories. Thank you very, very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember what my name is. I do my best, but one day I'm going to hit that functional limit. We have Find Father with a bunch of digits instead of vowels. Thank you very, very much. Mash Riki, which is R-I-Q-I and then underscore. Thank you. Confused Owl 29. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? And Pale White Corpse, greatly appreciated. Elliot Fuller, thumbs up and thank you. Denial, thumbs up and I'm very sorry. Royer Crows, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And then we have Stepico, greatly appreciated. Ravens Watch, thumbs up and thank you. K-N-O-O-W-N, no idea how to pronounce that, but thank you very, very much. Pires, 123, thumbs up. Emil Vermote, greatly appreciated. Ethan Chamberlain, thumbs up and thank you. We have Nick Moore, thumbs up. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. We have Descrubbelow, thumbs up and good ideas. Colin Reisner, good to see you. Sean Vidlar, thumbs up and good to see you as well. Hot Ladies with Anime Tidies Conspiracies, thumbs up. There is REXOH Man, thumbs up and thank you. Yak TV, good to see you in the comments. We have Yuki Likes Hot Potatoes, good to see you as well. And Snuffkin's Gay Ass, son of a gun, good to see you too. When I get to recognize names, it's a nice feeling, thank you. Ketchup Spot, greatly appreciated. And Kapaki, third time, and thank you all, each and every one of you, especially even the people that I couldn't get to. Thank you all so much for the comments. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text, and that is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could check out my various things down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very awesome. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. And thank you very much. If you can toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up. And if you can hit that notification bell, that would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you would, that would be very cool. And thank you very much. Well, son of a gun, I have this video. I've got another video I need to edit and render, so I got stuff to do. Yay! We all need to stay busy in our own ways. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Well, shucks. Please do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of justice. Justice? Judgment. Hokey smokes. Did I ruin that one? Please don't. There's a whole backstory on it. Don't force me to relate the backstory. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Damn it. It's true. They do. Good God. And justice for everybody, the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs who keep brutalizing and murdering people in their homes and on American streets. Ugh. Please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, practice your social distancing, don't go out unless you have to. It's painful, but it's the only way we're going to get through this safely. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Be as creative as you can. Practice your self-care. We got to get through this, each and every one of us. Take care.